mean that you would want to draft something that is a little bit safer in the top lane, and unfortunately for you, Pyra, there is no Hail of Blades Jhin. It's going to be an Esnes.
Kabi is playing very
obviously from Kabi as well, because he's going to TP back into lane.
Yeah, going to allow H2K to net themselves an early Ocean Dragon as well, so nicely played for the H2K side all around.
Can I just say, Hextech Alistar is an absolute scorcher of a skin.
Uh-oh, speaking of Scorchers, Smitty, he's having a bit of a bad day. Xerxes going forward, that's first blood. Tower shots are flying, but he gets out alive.
Rengar slash NAJ slash NA.
I mean, NA anything, to be completely honest, but there's a bit of a fight going on here over this blue buff. Xerxes, he gets the Lambs by level 6 on, Kasing on level 4. He's going to be fighting right in the middle of it, and there after Odoamne gets the teleport out. They find Sheriff caught in the Demonic Ascension, H2K scattering. KazaLoLL, there's the ball delivery on top of him, and Nitsy's going to pick up a kill as well. Splyce are on 3 and 0.
Slightly.
Meanwhile, Splyce look to try and make a dive on the bot. Not going to happen. Instead, turning their attention to mid. But H2K are actually going to come up with first tower of the game thanks to this Rift Herald play. And that puts them a little bit closer in that gold game.
Yeah, and if you're H2K, you want
the second longest. H2K holds at 13 right now. And the other teams were Mysterious Monkeys and Dragonborns.
Dragonborns.
I know, that's a name. That's a name you don't hear a whole lot. Now Larson, he goes in for Niski, gets the Shurima shuffle back right into KazaLoLL, forcing the flash. And there's going to be a shockwave traded for even more damage. Niski's going to fall. Larson is managing to come up with the kill, and they keep going all into the Lambs. Despite Xerxes, Odoamne caught up, and H2K collapse excellently. Xerxes is shut down by Promiscue's Ignite, and H2K smash. I think it's important to give him something he's comfortable on, especially at this level. Even though it's the LCS, sometimes comfort is more important.
It's going to get very low regardless. Oh, nice shockwave.
Yeah, no follow-up though. You can see Kasing waiting around the side. He actually goes in this time. And H2K are not so bad at math that I know that 2 is not greater than 3. So Sheriff and Promiscue back away. That is 1 tower to the Splyce boys.
If you notice the way that
instead they focus their energies elsewhere, right? They're pushing in 3 lanes at the moment, but the one that's getting the most done.
Can we see the Baron? I think they're on it.
Yeah, they got it. They surprised everybody.
Yeah.
22-minute Baron.
That deserves a round. And SmittyJ just sits in the bot side and split pushes. Promiscue, buddy, honestly, you don't need to do anything here. Please don't. My heart, it can only take so much.
He's fine, though.
But there you go, exactly like that. You set up
with that infamy of tying Origin in 2017, going 0 and 14. And they are well on their way to do it right now.
Was second place in that Season 1 World Championships.
Oh, speaking of SmittyJ, hello! I had a transition, but forget about that one. Smitty's gonna fall, but not before he picks up a kill. Takes down Kasing. Never change Foxdrop. I never changed SmittyJ. Pushing himself in the bottom side. He does grab an inhibitor tower. And H2K like clockwork are right back to the Baron. Promiscue helping Xerxes get rooted up here, and he's gonna have to use the Lamb's Respite. He's gonna pop off in just a couple of seconds. Meanwhile, look what's happening up at the inhibitor. It is chaos on both sides. Knock away. Xerxes is not gonna be able to go down in that one, but he can't get into the Baron pit, so KazaLoLL gets the smite down. And once again, SmittyJ.
Everyone in Berlin loves an underdog. H2K looking to prove it right now.
One hell of an underdog, trying to stop that losing streak. That would feel oh so good for this team, who've had rough fortunes for most of it. Now Xerxes nearly getting caught. He's forced to flash away. That is just so much CC train going through. So a tower's going to get taken out with his Baron buff in tow. H2K well on their way. Can Kasing get the flank off onto Larson? He looks a hunting, gets the Ignite. I don't think that's enough. Hello, looks for the death from below. Larson dodges out. Nice play by the rookie Pullman. And he gets the outplay, but he's still clipped by Kaveh in the end. And H2K don't care. They've got an inhib.
They've got an inhib. But Niski wants more. He's thinking about it. The Stone player.
Oh, two-step in KazaLoLL. I like this. Nicely done.
I think he's still not long for this world.
No, but it still keeps on going. That's a lot of fights. Now Kaveh, hop over. There's the Gnar from SmittyJ looking for some revenge from earlier. Sheriff 1v2. SmittyJ flashing right back.
Gonna get Mega.
This is going to be a triple kill for the Orianna, but Niski, I don't think he'll live to talk about it. Nicely played by SmittyJ.
And that could just be game. There are huge death timers on the side of Splyce. SmittyJ is alive. I think he's won the game.
You could not predict this one. The last man standing is SmittyJ. Kasing comes back up, but there's a big Gnar up against the Nexus. Tower going to fall pretty close, though. SmittyJ has to hop away back in mini Gnar form. And he should be able to take down this Nexus turret, but I don't think he's going to be able to end the game here.
Not quite. All right, maybe we got a little bit hypey here on the
That's not done yet.
ending.
Okay.
It's been a bit of a slugfest to an extent.
Very different from our opening game today. KazaLoLL, Sheriff, Larson find that their wave's been clipped off, but look at the mini wave charging in the mid, charging in the bot.
And this is the difficult thing for Splyce right now, is they have 2 super minion waves pushing in here. SmittyJ can't really split push, at least for any significant objectives, outside of the Nexus, really. But that does make it hard now for Splyce to adequately and efficiently defend against a H2K push, because it's only one lane that H2K have to go to, and it is 2 really hard pushing lanes that Splyce have to defend, not including the one that H2K are actively pushing.
It's the point where you just go back to the fountain, heal up, try it all again, but H2K looking to close the net here. Sheriff hurting the last wave of minions into the top side. That last Nexus tower is not looking too healthy either, so H2K going to close this one out as SmittyJ just runs over Kazing in Meganar form. You got to think this is the end, Foxtrot. H2K will be able to find themselves a win in this one. One last fight, and Splyce are falling. Playoff hope starting to get a little more dim for this team, but as it is only the Nexus for H2K, today is a great day.
1-3.